Hello everyone, thank you for tuning into my channel. Today I'm here with another curly tea video. Today's tea is the tea that it always is, honestly. I am drinking the green tea kombucha tea from Yogi. Let me know what you're drinking today. So if you're not familiar with the Curly Tea series, this is my series where you ask me your pressing natural hair questions and I will give you the tea. So today's question comes from my love HoneyBee 6369 on Twitter. She asks, I don't put any heat on my hair. Is it really necessary to get it trimmed every 10 weeks? Now HoneyBee. Okay, listen. Here's the thing. Trimming your hair should be a natural part of your hair regimen, and it should not be strictly related to if you heat style or not. I don't heat style my hair ever. I don't flat iron. I don't even blow dry. Literally, like, I don't do anything, and I still need to get trims. It's not about heat styling. Trimming is about hair care and hair maintenance. Just as you would take care of your skin, you would exfoliate, you may use a mask, you may buff your feet, you may trim your fingernails, you obviously need to moisturize. Think of your hair care routine and regimen, and think of trimming as just one of those steps of grooming your natural hair or hair in general that you need to do to maintain its health. The wear and tear of your hair, you know, from just everyday styling, everyday friction of your hair on your clothing, everyday sleeping, just the way in which your hair will grow, and how the environment and the styling that you do and any hair care, anytime you touch your hair, the way that will affect the ends of your hair, because they are the oldest parts of your hair, the ends. They need to be maintained, they need to be taken care of, and they need to be groomed. So don't be under the misconception that only people who flat iron or, you know, blow dry and whatever that use heat need to take care of their hair. Because if you're not trimming like ever, you might be really disappointed with the growth of your hair. Now, I will say this, you may speak to people that you know, friends, family. You may even watch YouTube videos of women who never trim their hair or trim it very, very seldomly. And there are women who can absolutely do whatever they want to their hair. It doesn't matter. They can fry it, dye it, cut it, not wash it every day. There's people who can do that and their hair will always thrive and grow long, because that's just genetics. And there's absolutely nothing you can do if your hair will genetically grow like Rapunzel. There's nothing you can do to imitate or emulate what those women are doing if that's just not genetically what your hair is supposed to do. Now catch that tea. I just want to point that out because I know sometimes it can feel like you're doing everything you're supposed to and your hair is still not growing the way you want it to. So you start thinking about, what can I take out of my regimen that can help me grow my hair? And even myself, I have questioned about how quickly my hair is growing. And I think I question it so much more so because I have people constantly asking me like about my hair growth and what's happening, and just people not really understanding what my journey is about and what I'm doing and where I'm at in my journey. So I don't want you to feel like because someone else isn't trimming that you don't need to trim, or because someone else is heat styling and that's why they trim, that because you're not heat styling, you don't need to trim. It's really not about what anyone else is doing. It's about what you need and what your hair needs. And if you go 10 weeks, which really isn't really that long, that's only like 2.5 months. I would actually recommend a little bit longer. I would say trim every 3 to 4 months, which is every 12 to 16 weeks. But if you're going, 10 weeks and you feel like the ends of your hair look good, feel good, you can tell when you style your hair and your twist out or your braid out, you can tell your ends look great when you're detangling, your comb is going through it you know, easy enough for natural hair. You know, obviously it's not going to just go straight through, but you can kind of tell when your hair needs a trim. And if you're not sure, you have no idea, you don't know how to figure it out and how to determine is it time for a trim or not, then every 3 to 4 months is a great time frame. There are women who go a little bit longer. Instead of every 3 to 4 months, they're going 4 to 5 months. And there are women who just do it every 6 months, twice a year. And like I said, there's women who don't trim ever, or once a year or whatever. It's completely up to you and what you feel your hair needs. But I just wanted to make the point that it's not about heat styling. It's about hair maintenance. It's about hair care. And that is ultimately how you need to look at it. Is trimming is a part of grooming your natural hair that needs to be a part of your regimen. The frequency is completely up to you as to how often you want to do it based on what your hair needs and what you see from your hair in between your trims. I always recommend you go to a professional to trim, just because there are things that you cannot do if you trim your hair on your own that a professional can. Clearly, a professional can make sure that areas that need to be trimmed are trimmed, and you are not able to determine that most of the time, especially in the back. And also, a professional will shape your hair. So after she's trimmed certain areas, she's not going to leave you all uneven with, you know, based on how it was trimmed. She's going to shape it so that you get an overall nice aesthetically looking look. So you cannot do that on your own, at least if you're not like a professional and you don't really know how to do it. Clearly there are women who know how to cut their hair, so please, if that's you, don't come for me. I'm not talking about you, okay? I'm talking about people like me that just do it because I kind of know what I'm doing, but I'm not really a professional with cutting when it comes to cutting hair. All right, so that is the end of my curly tea video. If you have a pressing natural hair question that you would like me to answer in an upcoming curly tea video, all you have to do is go on Twitter. I want you to go on Twitter and tweet me at BlakIzBeautyful. It's the same name as this channel. All you need to do is type your question and use hashtag #TheCurlyTea, and your question could be answered in an upcoming video. Of course, you can ask me whatever you want in the comments below and I'll do my best to get to them. However, if you want your question in a video, if you want your question featured in a video, you will need to ask that question on Twitter. Thank you so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Please subscribe to my channel. And as always, I love you for watching. Bye.